right. Today we're going to do some chest and back. This is just what I do from my house because we don't have a gym at the moment. So if you have a dumbbell or something heavy that you can grab onto, that's just about all you're going to need for this workout. Again, it's going to be chest and back, and we're going to superset it, so we'll go pretty quick. If you have any questions, any thoughts, I'm on my phone, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to see them from that far away, but I'll try to answer them if I can actually see it. So I already did cardio. I figured you guys didn't want to watch me ride the bike, but I just have a stationary bike, and if enough people want me to put together a cardio circuit from home that doesn't require any equipment, I can do that too. But for now, I'm just starting out with my workout because I like riding the bike. So if you want to get a little bit warmed up, just do some, I don't know, high knees, just standing up. Just a little, get your body moving, get the heart pumping, stretch the back, get some blood flow. Do whatever you gotta do to get a little bit warmed up, because we're gonna be doing chest and back. So you want to do a few push-ups from your knees, anything along those lines, just so you don't hurt anything. All right, I'll give you 1 second for that. I'm still out of breath from the bike. But okay. So again, if you have anything heavy or a dumbbell and you want to go ahead and grab that right now, that's what we're going to do first. We're going to start from laying on the ground on our back, and we're going to do just a simple variation of dumbbell bench press. So the things to keep in mind when we're working, keep your shoulders back and down, okay? So you don't want your shoulders hunched forwards like this. You want to pin your shoulders back and down. So you'll be using a little bit of trap, some rhomboids, and some lats to hold your shoulder blades back and down. Okay, so keep them right there. Press forwards, don't let the shoulder go forward, just keep it right here. And finish without actually pronating the shoulder. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. Oh, sorry. We'll do, let's see. I usually just go until failure, so kind of judge by yourself. It depends on how much you've been lifting, but the idea is to hit anywhere between 8 to 15 reps, because we're going to do 3 to 4 sets of each exercise. So kind of just judge for yourself how long you need to go. All right, let's start. Okay, so that was a first set. So you don't have to push too hard, but what we're going to do now is jump straight into back. So same dumbbells that you have. If you want to stand up, what we're going to do is take a bit of a squatted position. Make sure your knees aren't going over your toes and your weight's on your heels. Grab your dumbbells, hands parallel, and we're going to do just a bent over row. So right here. Again, keeping the shoulder blades locked back, weight in the heels, and you're pulling back with the lower part of your lats. And let's try to get 15 reps. All right, so when you pair 2 exercises like that together, it's called a superset. And basically it just allows you to keep the heart rate going and get more lifts in during the workout in a shorter amount of time. So I pretty much superset everything, especially when I'm here at the house. just because there's a limited amount of stuff you can do, so get it done quick. We'll take a few minutes or a few seconds to catch our breath again. As you can see, I'm already out of breath, but do that for a second. Get the arms warmed up. I could be doing this outside. It's really nice out there right now. But with a very short time in between the lifts, it turns into almost a cardio workout also. So you might not even have to do cardio, but really pay attention to your own body, because that's gonna be the biggest indicator of what's too much, what's not enough, how fast your heart is going. So if you're really out of breath, you're dizzy, either A, eat, or B, stop for a second, because we don't want anyone passing out. But I've been doing this for a while, so I might go a little bit longer. You don't have to go the whole time. If you do all the workouts and all the sets, you'll probably be pretty sore tomorrow, so maybe not do all of them. But let's jump into the next one. So again, we're doing a regular bench press from the floor. Just go down nice and slow, come up, and we're gonna go for about 15 reps. And then we'll go straight into back rows. All right, and right into bent over rows. Remember, when you go down, don't let your knees come in front of your toes. This is not what you want. You want to come down, squat down like this, so the knees stay behind the toes, and all your weights in your glutes. I didn't mention, but whenever you're lifting, whenever you're doing any sort of weights or cardio, you never want to hold your breath. So you want to be using, if you are holding your breath and you can't breathe, you're probably using some of the wrong muscles. So on those, it's really easy on bent over rows to use the wrong muscles and hold your breath. Same with bench press though. So really make sure through the whole rep you can breathe fluidly, and that'll help just prevent a lot of pressure internally. Because when you hold the pressure inside, you can, give me a second, it creates pressure in the capillaries, and that can create a weakness and lead to bad things. So we don't want any aneurysms here. So breathe nice and fluidly, and you should be good. So we're gonna do 4 sets. So that's 2. So we did 2 bench and 2 rows. I'm gonna do 4 altogether, maybe 3. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. But if we get enough people and you guys all want a cardio, hey Caleb, what's up? You guys want a cardio type routine? I can do that too. I just didn't know how many people would even care to watch, so we'll see. But all right, it's been about 34 seconds, so let's go back into the bench press. Again, we're just gonna do regular, like a barbell, or a bar grip rather, and then later we'll switch the grips to hit a little bit different parts of the chest. But breathe, keep the shoulders back, press through the chest, not through the shoulder, and let's go. I'll do it from the sides. should mention, whenever you put anything down, you don't want the weight in your hand to smash your elbow on the ground. You can damage the cartilage. So put it down nice and slow. No banging on the elbows, especially because we're on the floor here. But anyways, right in the back. So bent over rows. So at this point, you probably should be at least a little bit out of breath. If you're not, maybe try pushing yourself a little bit harder. So if your weight is a little bit lighter, if it's a gallon of milk or something, do 20 or 25 reps instead of only 15. But if you're pushing yourself pretty hard, you should be at least a little bit out of breath. Or maybe it's just me, I don't know. When I was down at sea level, I didn't get quite out of breath as quickly, but now here in Colorado at 6,000 feet or wherever we're at, it goes a little bit quicker. So I don't think I want to do 4 sets. I think 3 is good. So we're going to switch on to the next two exercises. So we each did a bar grip bench press and then a parallel grip bent over row. So now let's switch to an underhand grip for bench press. Okay, so you don't want your hands completely like this because you're going to fight your own anatomy, and so just whatever is comfortable, but you want an underhand grip of some sort. So we're going to be pressing with our palms facing our head instead of away from us. Okay, so right here, and what that's going to do is it's going to get more of the upper chest, and you might feel a little bit more in the front delt of the shoulder. And then for the bent over rows, instead of doing a parallel grip where we bring right to our sides, we're going to do a barbell grip. So your hands, your thumbs are going to be facing each other. You're going to be right here and point back. Where before we had a parallel grip, you're going to go with a barbell grip to do the bent over rows. So let's go ahead and again try. Right now you should be probably pretty warm, so I'm going to go till failure on every set from here on out. You do whatever is best for your body. I can't tell you that. You gotta know and be the judge of your own body, but I'm gonna go until failure because it's fun. If you see those little baby reps at the end, it's just called partials, but basically it's just getting the last little bit of energy out of the muscle, and a little bit more time under tension, which is required for growth and strength, and you burn a few more calories. So let's go into the back rows, and again, we did parallel grip to start, so we're going to do bent over barbell grip. I can't tell if there's any comments. I don't even know where the comments would be. Oh, there we go. It's too small. I can't see it from where I'm at. But, all right. Is anyone else out of breath? Oh, a little bit. Gosh. If you follow this all the way through, chest and back isn't too horrible. When we do a leg day, that's pretty tough. You'll definitely be out of breath pretty good, and burn a lot of calories, and keep your metabolism up for quite some time when you do when you get sore, because then your body's trying to repair itself for the next 24-48 hours, and so you're constantly burning more calories. Your just metabolism is up, more blood flow. It's a lot of good things you get if you're doing everything right. You're oiling your joints to some degree. You're upping your synovial fluid, so you get a lot more synovial fluid in your joints, and they work better. Bone density goes up, so if anyone who's struggling with osteoporosis or maybe is inclined to have that problem, you can reduce the chance of osteoporosis by doing weight-bearing exercises. So there's a lot of good things to this, but all right, let's get into our next set. So for the bench, again, let's see, underhand grip, and then bent over rows is bar grip. So bench, underhand grip. Let's do that. I don't know if you can see me at all. Try to do it from the side. Maybe that'll help. Let's go the superset straight into bent over rows. And we're doing the barbell grip again on the bent over rows. So barbell grip, just like you're holding a barbell. Don't want the knees go in front of the toes, so you don't want this. Keep the weight in the heels so the butt, the glute takes most of your body's weight. What is does anyone else have dumbbells that's following along, or is it mostly just is no one following along yet? Maybe I'll keep doing this, and I keep it at the same time, about 7:30, and if you're not at work yet, or if a different time works better, I can always do that too. But for now, I love lifting in the morning, and my gym is shut down, so I don't have work. But all right, when you guys are ready, we're going into the next set. So again, bench press. This will be the last one. So this will be sixth set we've completed for chest, 12 altogether, because we've done 6 for back too after this one. So underhand grip for bench press. And we're going to go straight into bent over rows. And we're doing a barbell grip for bent over rows. So thumbs pointing each other. All right. Whew. And if if it does pick up, and we have enough requests, I can talk through a lot of spinal compression. If anyone's had a lot of spine injuries or rotator cuff, lower back, knees, I've pretty much had quite a few of them. So if you have any questions about how to fix some injuries, how to take some pain away, if there's something I've been through, if it's something I've been through, I can help you with that too. But we'll see. See how long this quarantine goes on. All right, so for our next set, we're gonna do a close grip bench press. Okay, and basically what you're gonna do for close grip is gonna be parallel. And you're gonna bring it up and down right even with your pec muscles. Okay, so you're not out here, right here. And it's gonna be a close grip, parallel bench press. And that'll work the inner chest, some of the deltoids a little bit. And then for our superset, for back, you're gonna do an underhand grip. So an underhand grip is right here and pull back. So it's kind of like starting a lawnmower. So again, we're gonna do close grip bench press and underhand grip bent over row. And let's see. I don't even know if you guys can see me, but maybe. Let's try it. We'll start with close grip bench press. Remember, keep breathing, keep the shoulders back and down. Don't let them pronate forwards, keep them pinned back here. So your sternum, so they're pinned right at the level of your sternum. You don't want the shoulder coming forwards. It'll move around too much in the rotator cuff, in the socket. So, and you'll have rotator cuff problems. So keep those shoulders back and down, and try not to let them move too much from there. So, all right, let's go. So underhand grip, going to underhand grip for the bent over rows. So right here, underhand grip. We're gonna have to do this outside next time. It's so nice. I don't like being inside when I can be out there. Well, at least nice in Colorado. If I have anyone in Ohio watching, it's probably cloudy. All right, let's take a little bit of a break in between those two. Right now, your muscles should be wearing down pretty good. We're on the 7th set for chest and 7th set for back. So that's quite a few reps. Give yourself some time to test your breath, and muscle's got to refill itself with its glycogen store's got to be refilled. Oxygen got to come back to it. So just let it sit for a second. Get some of that back so we can actually continue with good, decent reps. Because whenever you're doing any of the reps, you want them to be nice, slow, and controlled. So you don't want explosive, jerky movements. You don't want to be shaking a whole bunch. When you first start bench press, unfortunately, you probably will. You'll notice that your hands are shaking real weird, and that's just because your rotator cuff muscles aren't used to it. They haven't developed as much yet, but you'll get over that real quick. That usually goes in a week. By a week, you're pretty much past that. All right, let's do another set. So again, we're gonna do close parallel grip bench and then underhand grip superset with underhand grip bent over rows. So let's go into it. Nice fluid breaths. Do not hold your breath while doing these. Try not to arch your back either. If you find yourself arching your back, try to keep it relatively flat on the ground. Straight to underhand grip, bent over rows. And again, don't fight your anatomy. So if this is hard for you to do, to get your hands at this angle, and this is much more comfortable, do that. So you don't have to be completely underhand. So just don't fight your own tendons and ligaments. That's the idea. And for sets and reps, I pretty much, I know I've already said this, but maybe if you weren't watching the beam, I just go for as many as I can. Once I'm warmed up, do as many reps as I can until I fail. And if you'll notice, I do little baby reps at the end that are not full range of motion. And that's just to get a little bit more time under tension, a little bit more out of that set. So you don't have to do that. You can stop when you can't do a full range of motion. That's fine. I like going until I can't move anymore. So personal preference. Has anyone been able to lift from their house much? Do we have dumbbells? Do we have anything that you could use as a dumbbell? Like a cinder block with a rope tied around it or something? Because I've been lifting from home. I haven't used the gym probably consistently in about 5 years. And I've gone from about 180 to about 220 now. And that's just with dumbbells. Dumbbells, and if you can see behind me, yeah, you can see it. I have an easy curl barbell. I don't use anything else. I don't use machines very much at all. So it's very possible to get a lot of size with just dumbbells, just a barbell. If you stick to the basics, bench, squat, deadlift, and you don't have to go extremely heavy. It's fun, but it's really easy to get injured too. So I like saying this. All right, let's do one more set. Again, close grip parallel, as many reps as you can do, or 15, or just stop at 15. Really up to you. I'm just showing you what I do. Straight into underhand bent over rows. If you have cuffs on your dumbbells, make sure they stay tight. It's easy to let them slip off. Is that 3 sets? Yeah, 3 sets of each of those. So we're at 9 now for chest, 9 for back, and it's only been, 30 minutes. 30 minutes, and we got 9 sets in. I don't know what my heart rate's at, probably a little bit over 100. Got some sweat going, so we definitely already burned some calories. Muscles are getting tired, so that's good. Don't have to go much longer. I think on average, including cardio, workouts are about an hour and a half. Because I do 30 minutes of cardio. But if not, you can easily get this done in 30 to 45 minutes if you move quick. But when you're at home, sometimes it's not as fun to move quick. All right, for the next exercise we're going to do dumbbell flies. Really simple. Since we're on the floor, obviously you can't go very far back, but I think that's a good thing. I don't think it's good to go that far back. So this dumbbell flies, nice and controlled. Keep the shoulders back. So when you come forwards, the shoulders don't go forward. They stay right there. And flex the chest and make sure the chest is taking the weight of the dumbbell, not the shoulder. So shoulders back, do a dumbbell fly. And then we're going to partner that, or superset that, with a back fly. So you probably need a lighter weight for the back fly. It's not a very strong muscle group. So if you already have a light weight, that's fine, but I do have another set of smaller dumbbells, and I usually just switch over to those. So again, chest fly, and then superset it with back fly, and as many reps as you can, or 8 to 15. That's a good rep range to stay in. So. And then we're going into back flies. And back flies, really, the motion is whatever is most comfortable for you, but you're going to be working the back of the shoulder and the lat. So you can have your pinkies facing backwards, you have your palms facing backwards. You have your, pretty much whatever you want. Whatever feels most comfortable for you, you're still going to hit the back muscles. I think preferably I like my palms facing forwards and just doing the exact opposite of a chest fly. So chest fly here, back fly, I'm right here. So go ahead and show. You don't have to, you can stand up, but it's easier for the camera to see me if I'm doing it from my knees. So. So you definitely feel this in a little bit of the rear delt. It's not completely just lat workout. You'll feel the rear delt, maybe some trap, because your traps are used to hold your shoulder blades back and to stabilize them, along with the rhomboids. So you'll probably feel this in a few places besides just the lats. But as much as you can focus on the muscle you're trying to target, that'll help. You'll activate that muscle group a lot more if you focus on it. Some pretty cool science behind that. All right, a few more seconds and we'll go into the next set of chest flies and back flies, and then maybe one more exercise, and maybe two, and then we'll call it good for today. And I'm doing legs tomorrow, so anyone who wants to do some legs, legs are nasty. They're tough. You wanna burn a ton of calories. Legs are the way to do it. They're a large muscle group, so you use a lot when you go through legs. We do dumbbell swings, deadlift, squats, walking lunges, a lot of terrible things that are just very painful. But in the end of the day, I shattered this knee. I broke it when I was, 19 or 20, and the recovery from that has been really a tough one, because they had to rebuild my whole knee, and so through that I've learned a lot of good things in lifting and how to use lifting to get the knee working right again, because breaking a knee and having to rebuild it is a tough one. So if you have knee problems, we can usually fix quite a bit of them through lifting. But it's a topic for another time. Let's do another set of chest flies, superset with back flies. You see me? Yeah. Ooh, wrong dumbbells. Alright, straight into back flies. Again, keep the shoulders back, lock down. We're trying to target the lat, not the rear delt. You're going to hit rear delt regardless, but think about your lats. It'll activate them a lot more. Sometimes on the exercises, I'll take a dumbbell and do the flies or whatever exercise I'm doing, and then finish with an easier exercise just to get a few more reps in. So flies are typically pretty difficult. So if you're done with flies and you can't do any more reps, move to just some dumbbell bench press, and you can get the last bit of energy out of the muscle and just push it a little bit further if you like. But I think I'm going to go a little bit quicker now, so let's jump straight back into dumbbell flies. Alright, and go straight into reverse flies. Alright, and if anyone has shoulder problems, back problems, spine pain, knees, anything like that, we can address a lot of those, because a lot of injuries come from just walking or standing up wrong, grabbing milk, just grabbing something, letting your shoulder come way forwards. There's a lot of repetitive motions that you do on a daily basis that cause a lot of your injuries and a lot of your pain. So one of these days, if enough people care to hear about it, we can go through how to stand properly, how to walk properly, how to get up properly, how to keep the knees safe when you stand. There is so many things to learn that you're never taught. No one really knows in gym class and PE how to stand up. So if you are flat-footed, if you have knee pain, lower back pain, we can address all those issues, probably how you're standing up, how you're sitting down, how you're walking. But again, topic for a later time. But let's do one more set of flies and back rows, and then we'll go to the next exercise, and then we'll be done for today. So as many sets as many reps as you can. I go till failure, or you can go 8 to 15. That would be a good rep range for size, strength, and just a little bit of cardio endurance. Those are their chest flies. Go right into the back flies. No break in between. Keep breathing. Keep your shoulders back. Your chest, you want your shoulders pinned at your sternum. So if you can think of this being the outmost point that you're trying to straighten your back and make your sternum the middle of the lift, that's how you keep the shoulders nice and safe. So sternum's the middle. One more lift, and it's not going to be a superset. We're just going to do a pull over, and that's going to target lats and chest. So, and it does if you do it right, it really trains the body how to use your lats while using your chest at the same time. And that sounds counterproductive, but it's not at all. You want to lock your shoulders back in place, partially with your lats, while you're pressing with your chest. It protects the shoulder joint, and it's commonly overlooked because it sounds counterintuitive, but you really, if you don't do that, you will end up with shoulder problems. It's just inevitable. So the dumbbell pullover looks something like this. Hopefully you can see me. We're going to grab the dumbbell. Your hands are going to be in a diamond shape. And you're just going to let the dumbbell go down. You're going to flex your lats and your chest and pull it right back up. Okay? So, in this exercise, as you're pulling it over, your lats are going to help pull your arm down and the inside of your chest. So, breathe nice and deep and keep the elbows in. Don't let the elbows go out. So, you keep the elbows in, and you should activate both the lats and the chest. And again, it's a good one for mobility. It's a good one for rotator cuff and learning how to use the lats and the chest at the same time, so we can all end up like Jack LaLanne at 94 and still be moving. All right, let's go into the dumbbell pullovers, and I'm going to do as many reps as I can, but 8 to 15, 8 to 16, somewhere around there. That's a good rep range to be in. So let's go. There's no superset with this one. That was our first set of dumbbell pullovers, but I don't know, I threw for a long time baseball, and that ended up messing up a lot in my shoulder. So it's been interesting to see how to fix that and how to get it working well again through lifting, which is, again, you wouldn't think that's really possible, that lifting can heal the body, but it really does, and it's quite fascinating. I've been working alongside a lot of physical therapists, and things they can do through lifting in terms of healing the body. It's really cool. It's quite fascinating. There's just so many things that people think are genetic, or they're predisposed to it, and they can really fix it with just maybe a little tweak in this, a little manipulation here and there, and fix a lot of the body. So it's been a fun learning experience. All right, let's jump into one more, or probably two more sets of dumbbell pullovers. Again, now choose your rep range. I like to be between 8 and 15. And I don't know who's all listening, but we're going to be, Adam, we're going to be doing legs tomorrow. So if anyone, same time, 7:30, I'll start. And if you want to do some legs with me tomorrow, we can do that. It is, geez, if you can just find something heavy-ish. Get a tree stump, I don't care. Get something that you can at least have some weight on your body. And if not, if you don't have anything, and you're on here, you can shoot me a message and I'll give you a modification for how to do some of these things without any weight, and it'll still be miserable, but good. All right, let's do one more set of dumbbell pullovers. Boy, I think that's pretty much about it. What did we do? 12 sets for chest and 12 sets for back. Make it 3 more, so 15 altogether. That's probably pretty good. What time is it? So it's been about an hour or about 45 minutes. So that's it. If you want to come join me tomorrow, starting at 7:30, we're going to do legs. Something heavy would be fantastic if you could grab that. If not, shoot me a message and I will tell you how to make a modification for no weights. So cool. I will see you guys tomorrow if you want to join. Have a good day.